Hi, I'm Ben, and I'm not that funny. I'm hoping I'm a little bit funny, but overall, not that funny. We'll see how this goes for video one. I guess the first thing I should say is high school teacher, nothing I say here, no humor, no jokes, or a reflection of my school employer. Anyhow, so before I became a high school teacher, I tried being a sports writer, covering high school sports in Northern Virginia. Yeah, I was terrible at it. I was terrible at it, hence why I'm a teacher now. Uh, but I remember specifically one day at the office, we were joking back and forth, and it got to the point where we started quizzing each other on college team mascots from all over the U.S. And that is when this joke hit. And so I've been sitting on this for 27 years now, maybe 26. Not good at math. I've been sitting on this, so I'm happy to share it with you today. And also, Saturday Night Live, if you want to make a sketch out of this, go ahead. I'm a huge fan. Just give me writing credit. That's it. So here it is. I want you to think about college football for a minute and think about all the teams that have ever played, ever will play, who the powerhouse teams are. And I want you to think from a broadcaster and home viewer standpoint, what could be the greatest college football matchup that could possibly ever happen? Give you 5 seconds to think about it. Okay, if you were thinking about Texas A&M, or Auburn, Alabama, or Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, and all that, you're wrong, 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 wrong. From a broadcaster and home viewer standpoint only, the greatest college football game that could happen is University of South Carolina versus Oregon State. Cox versus Beavers. I mean, think about it. I mean, that's legitimately the mascots. I mean, technically, South Carolina, the Gamecocks, but they always say go Cox. So, can you imagine a sports broadcaster live trying to keep a straight face when talking about the Cox versus the Beavers? I mean, just think about how freaking hysterical that would be. Oh, yeah, I mean, Cox offense is doing their best out there, but they're just not finding a way to score. Beavers defense is just too difficult. I mean, imagine somebody like Nick Saban in halftime. Well, Nick, what do you think? Well, yeah, those Beavers are really strong on defense, and there ain't nothing the Cox can do to even score on them. They've got no shot. I mean, or imagine if during the game, it's a blowout, for South Carolina winning, and it's like, oh, there goes South Carolina wide receiver. He's in the end zone. The Cox are just scoring at will today, and there's nothing the Beavers can do to stop them. I mean, just the hilarity of just trying to see a live college football broadcaster try to keep straight face when saying Cox and Beavers in the same sentence. I mean, imagine if it were a rainy day. Oh, it was a slippery day in a slippery field out there for the Cox and Beavers. It was just too damn wet. I mean, hell, the Beavers just couldn't even hold on to the ball. I mean, the possibilities of this are endless. NCAA, South Carolina, Oregon State, please, 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 please get this scheduled. And even if they don't get this scheduled, Keenan Thompson, or Marcelo Hernandez, you all have to put together this as a sketch. Please, 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 please. Again, you can just give me writing credit. I'm Ben. maybe two tickets to go see the show. I have some other sketch ideas for future videos, but I'm telling you, Cox versus Beavers would be amazing. No, also along the lines of sports, I give all credit to the great Robin Williams. I mean, he was kind hearted and he was brilliant. One of the funniest routines I ever saw him do is the history of golf in Great Scotland. Um, and so that kind of inspired this thinking. And obviously, I can Google this information, but it wouldn't be funny. I am curious what person in history thought it was a good idea to run full sprint, slam a bendy pole in the ground, and to see how high they can launch themselves as a sport. I mean, was it medieval times? And these knights in an army just can't get into a castle. The bridge is up and, there's a massive moat and they just can't get in and nothing's working. And finally, the knights, one of the soldiers goes up to the general and goes, "Sir, think about this. If we could just get somebody up over the wall, they could let us in from the inside. I mean, think of it." And the general's like, "Oh, you mean like catapulting somebody over there?" And he's like, "Sir, no. They'll just stack a pile of dead bodies. We just need one brave soldier to get over the wall. I've got it. If we just get a very, 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 very super long, bendy stick from the trees, they could run full sprint, plant it at the ground, and launch themselves over and land on the other side and let us in." I mean, it just. And Jeremy's like, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let's get some volunteers." Now, the first few soldiers probably kind of sucked because they would slam into the castle wall and fall into the moat and drown. Probably the next two or three to do it landed, but they shattered, their spine or, both of their legs landing on, brick and mortar castle, parapets and walkways. But maybe that one person finally, that one soldier got over in Assassin's Creed style, landed in a bale of hay, and was able to let the invading army in. I mean, like, seriously. I mean, I understand sprinting, I understand throwing a javelin, that could be from a war. I'm gonna toss a javelin, kill my enemy. But running at full speed, planting a bendy pole in the ground, hoping it's going to carry your weight and launching you into the air. I just can't even imagine. Go Team USA for those that do it. Um, but as I said before, the greatest college football game that could happen ever would be Cox versus Beavers. So out there, if you have any influence over college scheduling, we need to get Oregon State in South Carolina in a college football game. I mean, technically, if we got South Carolina versus USC Trojans, I mean, you could have the Safe Sex Bowl, and they can hand out condoms, Trojan condoms. I mean, Trojans versus Cox. But I'm telling you, Cox versus Beavers. Thank you for listening. Once again, I am Ben. I'm not that funny, but I hope you found this a little bit funny. Take care.